Welcome back to another edition of David and Goliath. This edition was titled, Jesus Wasn't Nice. I'll get to that if I pique your curiosity. It's about the middle of August here, and remind you of the story of David and Goliath. Whether you're a believer or not, or a Christian or not, it's okay. There's lessons to be drawn. In fact, David and Goliath is an iconic story, a biblical story, but it's also used as a metaphor, has been for a long time, about the little guy against the big guy. And so we're going to talk some about that today. So if you want to review the previous lessons, basically David thought different and acted different and didn't go along with the paradigm and thoughts and culture of the day. As a shepherd boy, went and defeated Goliath, where hundreds of soldiers were afraid and ran from this guy every day, twice a day actually, for a long time. David thought different, acted different, so he killed him, he cut off his head, took Goliath's head home, but what it did is it brought in a whole new wave of ways to think and act within that culture at that time, and I'm hoping for the Davids arising will do that in this day and in this hour. After that incredible victory, David had to interface with a very corrupt society, with a corrupt king and a corrupt culture. That king even at one point tried to kill him. Yeah, it was just really, really bad. And that's where sincere, true Christians find themselves in this culture right now. The society hates us, and it's not just Christians seeing that. There are pundits that, like Tucker Carlson, say, hey, why is everybody hating Christians? And so if you're not a Christian, don't understand, you can also help in this endeavor. But what happened then is David had to find a way through that evil culture. How did the culture get so messed up? I don't know. I don't claim to understand that culture. I do claim to understand why our culture, in part, is so messed up. Weak, compromised, complicit clergy, period. Those that take the pulpits and say we're all going to get out of here before it gets bad, shame on you. The pre-trib rapture, whether you believe in that or not, I don't want to make this about eschatology. I want to make it about attitude. It didn't even come into being until the Scofield Bible in the 1830s. And the scriptures that you use to teach on it are erroneous, like Noah. Oh, they'll be taken. You study for yourself. Everybody's listening to this. Go to that in Matthew 24. See who's taken. It's not the believers that are taken. It's the wicked that are taken out of the earth. You can't read it really any other way. And so that theology, I think, though, that mindset, it's more of a mindset. I don't want to get into eschatology. I want to get into that mindset is I really don't have to fight. I'm going to get out of here before it gets bad. You tell that to other cultures and other day and age, other Christians that laid down their lives in many other ways throughout the world, throughout history. You go ahead and tell them that. We've been blessed in the United States of America not having to have suffered deep persecution. There is a wave coming, but there are things that we can do about it. And one of the things that we can do about it is realize just how complicit and compromised clergy are. And I'm not going to go into denominations or anything like that. It's pervasive. It's pervasive. It's an attitude that's really, really bad. And I can prove that. See, when you couple the attitude is, I don't have to experience hard things, along with that, you really don't have to do anything. Just come and, play church and don't talk about politics. No way. Don't do that. And, stay away from let's just play church and be nice. The combination of all those mindsets is a church that's going to act a lot like the German church in Germany, with Hitler's rise to power and the evil that went on there. See, the evil's already here. At the border, they're flooding in with, child trafficking. The evil's already here, aborting full-term babies. The evil is already here. Children being taken from their parents because they want to mutilate themselves in this transgender mess. The evil's here. It's here. And if you are a leader or go to a church with a leader that is not addressing the evils and calling you to action, you're in danger, deep danger. I'm not just talking about what might happen to America. I'm talking about what might happen to your soul, to your eternal destiny. That's how desperate this is. See, Jesus wasn't nice to the religious leaders of his day and age. those that paraded around in their robes and on and on. He was kind. Nice is not a fruit of the Spirit. He was kind to everybody. That was the kindest thing he could do to the Pharisees, to call them, you brood of vipers, you whitewashed tombs. I mean, he really went after them. And if you have responsibility over the Lord's people and are not talking about the evil and encouraging them in your care to do something about it because of some political or theology or whatever, you're in a really, really bad way. Jesus now would call you're a brood of vipers. You're part of the brood. You're part of the crew that has caused a sleeping church that is now about to go down because of the evil that's being propagated, and you're not rising up. Some of you are. I'm so proud of you. I watch those videos. They go viral of the pastors that stand up. I can't do this anymore. I want that to be. So Jesus said, if you're not with me, you're against me. You don't want to be against him. You want to be maybe discontented and find a new tribe. If you take this information and appeal to your pastor or leader or whatever, and they have all the wimpy, weak excuses as to why they won't do it, hiding their complicity and cowardice, then find a new tribe. That's what the disgruntled in David's army did. Before they became the great men, the great warriors that we read about, they were disgruntled. David killed Goliath, brought in a new day, and men found him, men and women found him that were of a different spirit. If you're of a different spirit, don't stay in a compromised, complicit church. Don't do it. Find a new tribe. Find new people to run with that understand and will run with you and with them to come against the evil agendas of the day. All speaking the truth in love. I know I've been very strong today. I never promote violence, physical, but the violent take the kingdom by force. That's in the spirit realm. Be strong of heart, strong of mind, strong of spirit, but you have to do something. And so I guess the last word to the clergy. You want to talk about this, you can find me. You can pretty much find anybody here. Let's have a conversation. Prove to me that you aren't hiding your complicity and cowardness with eschatology and philosophies that have nothing to do with true kingdom of God building through kingdom of God warriors in this day that it's so desperately needed. Come on, we can do this.